Back behind the barricade.
First thing I'll do is take out the micrometer. I'll measure the letters immediately above and beside and below where the name is going to be added. And so I'll take the average of what those depths are. So we'll try to actually blend it across there if there's a significant difference as you read the name itself, so it matches immediately what's above and what's below. As the sun shines down into the letter at an angle, it'll cast shadow into the letter. So if it's too shallow, it sort of visually jumps out in front of it, letters around it, the names around it. If it's too deep, consequently it's in shadow more than the letters around it. And we're trying to match that letter depth and stroke width so that it looks like it's always been there. It's a very technical, challenging sandblasting job. The walls face south, they're black polished granite. They really do heat up super hot, to the point where they're hard to touch. And for us, you know, we have this dustless sandblasting system where we're going back and forth over it, but it's also a vacuum at the same time. So you can't actually see what the sand is doing as you're going. You know, once you pass past it, you can see where you were. But up to that point, you can't actually see it. So, you know, for us, the adhesion of the stencil to the rock is the really ultra-critical factor. The adhesion on the back side of the stencil is what holds it in place. And if it gets too hot, the adhesion can dry out. And then you have this vacuum system pulling up on it at the same time, pulling the sand back. I mean, and you're pounding it with sand, and you're pulling back on it. So if the center of the O popped off, for example, it goes instantly white. First pass, the letters go white. And that would be called a burn. We never burn the wall.